Hey, guys, you're locked in to BelleWether Arts. We're on our second podcast today. You notice in the best way we've got all underground talent. We've got actors, we've got dancers, we've got singers, we've got musicians, everything basically to do with the arts. You can get us on all Spotify's podcasts. You can get us on Apple Podcasts. You can get us on Google Podcasts. We're everywhere. We're on YouTube. You cannot miss us. So today on BelleWether Uncut, I've got some of my friends from uni. Hey, say hi, guys.
Hello.
Just introduce yourselves. Like, first I'm going to start with this lovely lady on my right, left. Is it right or left? What is this?
That's right.
Right. Oh my God, it's been a long day. So just
I'm Francesca, and my artistic name is Aria, and I'm from Italy.
Yeah.
As you can hear from my accent, I came here 3 years ago, and I'm a singer, songwriter. Yeah, and now I'm studying with lovely guys in the uni, music business.
Yes.
Yeah.
My name's Naomi. I also go by Nay. I'm a singer-songwriter. I'm 19 years old. And yeah, I also study music business with these guys.
My name is Doherty. I'm a singer, songwriter, artist, producer.
Yeah.
That's about it. That's kind of my life, to be honest with you. So yeah.
Finally, my Italian friend over in the corner.
Yeah. So hi. Hi to everyone. And yeah, so I'm an artist, songwriter, rapper. And yeah, I'm studying music business with these lovely guys.
What's your name?
Yeah, my name. Okay. So my name is Paolo. My artist name is T.u.v.e.y.
Yeah.
And
That's it.
that's it.
Okay, so today we're basically going to discuss a lot of things as students in the music and studying music business. We actually all attend the ICMP, the Institute of Contemporary Music Performance in Kilburn. Anyone who studies music or who's got a passion for music, I would recommend that you sign up to that because it's the best thing I think I've done coming into music.
Yeah.
So let's just get straight into it. I just want to get straight in.
Yeah.
So how important do you guys think, as emerging artists coming up, it is to study or to perfect your craft? Because obviously, back in the day, a lot of artists, it was straight into the machine, not knowing the mechanics or your rights, how the basic copyrights and that work. Like, how important do you guys think it is? Like, we can start off with Fran, if you want to go first. How do you think it's important?
I started I'm a singer. I always studied the artistic part,
Yeah.
And all my life, I've been thinking that it was enough to just, start a career because you needed to be lucky.
Mm-hmm.
I always thought about lucky. But what is very important is to know how you need to move inside this world, because I'm discovering, and I'm still at the beginning, that there is a whole world that you need to discover. And I'm glad I understood that I needed to do that in order to develop myself as an artist and in order to grow up also in the music environment. Yeah.
What about you, Nick?
For me, obviously similar to Francesca, I'm used to just the performance aspect and not necessarily the business side. So obviously, personally for my career, I want some longevity with it.
Yeah.
Just to go far. So obviously with that, it's important that I learn the business side because I don't want to be signing contracts and next thing you know, I'm not even making money off my music.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm studying this, basically, yeah.
And you, Finn?
I guess it's hard to say if it's like definitively important for everyone. Because I feel like for all of us, like this has been the route we've gone down. It kind of just happens different ways for everyone, and this is the way it's happening for us.
Yeah.
So I think it's important for sure, but obviously not everyone ends up doing it. But I think it's so like the music industry is crazy and there's so much more to it than I ever realized before. So actually having an understanding of that is
so as independent artists, do you think that it's important that you know the mechanics?
100%.
Okay.
Yeah. It's definitely it's definitely important to know it. It's just I guess a lot of people just have to like find their way without actually like, you know, being taught by people who know this stuff inside out.
Okay.
But it's so important as an independent artist. Because independent artists get fucked over a lot.
A lot today. We've seen that a lot.
Yeah.
And you, Paolo?
Yeah. So in general, all type of artists can be, you know, fucked off. Fucked off. Yeah. Okay. No, and yeah. So I think that is really important because you can learn how the music industry works. And actually, so when I started to write song and to release song, I was like focused just on create music and maybe build the fan base, but without you know, a conscious of without be conscious of what I'm doing for real. So in, you know, bureaucratic speaking, you know, and then I think is really important. So this course is gonna help the artist to understand the overview, the whole overview of that.
The industry. I just want to talk a bit about your guys' experience, because you obviously, we've got a lot of different people in our class. We have DJs, we have managers. Obviously, I manage artists. I don't really do the performance sides of it. This is why I wanted to bring you guys on, because you're all artists in your own right. We have an Italian rapper here. We have a singer-songwriter, producer. We have a singer. So it's good to see, and it's diverse. So what I wanted to kind of say is that, what's your kind of experience? So prior coming to ICMP, and I saw meeting up like the Dream Team. This is our nickname, isn't it?
Yeah.
The Dream Team. What was your kind of experience? I'm gonna start with you, Finn. Like, where did it come out for you? What was you doing prior to college?
Well, I went to music college instead of doing A levels.
Okay.
So after my GCSEs, I didn't want to do school anymore. I knew by the time I was 16, I knew I wanted to do music. I'd already kind of been gigging a bit. I was sort of making EPs and stuff at that point, and so I knew that's all I wanted to do. Couldn't imagine doing anything else. So I decided to go to music college, which was a really good introduction, to be fair. And I was at that point I was living in Norwich, which is a much smaller city than London. So in terms of the gigging scene and just generally the music scene there was a lot more low key and sort of felt like a family. Like everyone knew each other like really closely. So that was a really, really good starting point for gigging, for networking, for getting some recognition on that local scene. That was kind of the bulk of my experience. And then coming back to London, I knew I wanted to do it after that college course, because it just felt like what had to be done, basically. And I worked for 1 year. I worked a job in a pub. I was just like, I'm going to come back to London. I'm not going to bother with uni because, you know, I don't feel like I need to learn anymore. I can just do it now. Worked for a year and it was fucking horrible. It sucked. Honestly, I had to work like 5 nights a week. I had no time to do anything. Couldn't gig. Like I was too exhausted to be even writing most of the time. So you know, then when the coronavirus, when the first lockdown happened last year, just gave me a lot of time to think about everything, and I sort of reevaluated and went, nah, do you know what? I think going to a uni is gonna make a lot more sense, and it did. It was definitely the right choice.
What about you?
You know, that's literally the same thing happened. So obviously I went to college, studied BTEC music performance, ELAM, East London Arts and Music. It's very good. It was, the head teacher was the brother of, his name was Charlie Kennard, so the brother of the guy in Chase and Status.
Okay.
So enjoyed 2 years, and I was like, yeah, I'm not going to go uni. I remember it was year 13, you know, they're preparing us to apply for uni and stuff. I was like, no, I'm not going, I'm good. Just going to take maybe a gap year. If not, I'm just not going at all. But obviously, your girl needs money. So I was like, okay, let me get a job. So I'm working in retail. Hate it. Obviously, all my friends are either in uni, some of them are getting signed, some of them are this and that. And I'm just like, I have no time to myself.
Yeah.
I'm barely writing because I have no content to write about. I'm just working all the time. And then Corona hit and I was just like, okay, cool. We're going to do this for another year.
Yeah.
Or are we going to progress to somewhere? So yeah, that's when I was just like, let me apply to uni and see where this goes. So yeah.
Isn't it so funny at that year 13 age though? How you're like, I can take on anything
Literally,
now.
you're
I'm
just
ready
like,
to
the
face the
world
world.
is in my
I'm
hands.
18. I'm ready.
Yeah.
And then like, yeah.
Honestly.
What about you, Fran?
Yeah.
I studied languages in Italy. English, which I was always struggling with.
Yeah.
Spanish, which I love it. And French. But anyway, I had a bad relationship with English. So I said to myself, I need to go to England.
Okay.
I need to learn English. First, because it's very important. Second, because I kind of need, when I'm writing, I feel more comfortable in English.
Yeah.
I'm writing also in Spanish and Italian, but it's like in Italian and English, sorry. Italian and English, it's more like, it's easier for me.
Do you think as well that your audience, is it like the market you're going to target, is that a conscious thing you're thinking of if I sing in English?
I decided to do something in English and Italian.
Yeah.
Because I realized that my small audience is still in Italy, but I have a part also here in England.
Yeah.
So it's like, I will use both languages.
Yeah.
And I worked as well as a retailer. I'm still working as a retailer, but I just wanted to experience. For this reason, I came here and
Nice. What about you, Paolo?
Yeah, so my journey starts like when was the last year to take the diploma. That I take the lesser grades.
Yeah.
So and I just want to go out, and then during the summer I thought, okay, now I can do my experience. I can do that. I decided to move to London. But actually, without English, so I was really at the base, no?
So you just basically jumped right in the deep end.
Yeah.
Let me just go and see what happened.
Yeah, I just took, 1,000 euros and to luggage. And came here.
Wow.
So, I started to work in McDonald's. I worked I think 1 year or something. So and then I changed restaurant, waiter, I moved also to Amsterdam.
Ooh.
My city.
Yeah. But actually, so I moved there for 9 months and then was like, just work, no time to go in the studio, no time, your ambition were
Literally.
And then so when I came back in Italy, I thought, thanks to my family that's support me, have supported me and take me, high, and I decided, okay, now I have to do something serious.
Yeah.
And I cannot work in McDonald's for my life, so and then I decided to go to uni here. And
I think that's what it is, because obviously I came from a retail background as well. Like I was an assistant store manager for a shoe shop, and literally I remember I was due to go into work and I was just like, fuck this, I'm not going back. Because like I feel like it's the whole build up when you feel like you're supposed to be doing something else, your heart is calling for something else, and it's just like, so it's mad that how everyone's come from like kind of a retail background, and it's kind of like not, because you still have to make this. You have to make money.
Yeah.
So
Anyway,
it's trying to find that balance, and I think a lot of people find it hard to find that balance, and they might get stuck along in the stuff they don't really want to do, and just see like their dreams and like fade away. And I feel like you got to give yourself courage and rate yourself actually taking the balls, because people sit down for the whole of their life and don't take their moves, and the fact that you've done that, like, it's a good thing. I want to touch on different genres because obviously everyone does different genres of music.
Mm-hmm.
I think you do rap, don't you, Paolo? You're a rapper, yeah?
Yeah. I've started with rap,
Yeah.
but actually, I'm
What
rapping.
kind of rap? So you like do you do drill or do you just
No,
like trap?
drill. I don't really like it to do it. Yeah, just to listen. But you know, I'm really open to collaborate with every kind of genre. So I'm really like to.
So how do you write your bars? Like, what motivates you to write your rhymes and stuff when you're rapping?
So, just thinking about personal experience.
Yeah.
Or yeah, no. So during when I started the course, I also with the help of Finn. In studio we have tried different techniques. Trying to looking for a concept or to be more more aligned with the concept during the whole song, because before was like just you do one verse and put a chorus. Okay, it sounds good, and that's it.
Yeah, that's so important to me. Like as a writer, having just knowing what the song's about and knowing the concept and the story and something that I find really amazing about your writing. I mean, also working with you, I don't know what you're saying. I don't speak Italian, so you're writing these verses and I'm like, yeah, it sounds great, man. Cool. But because I'll try and like write a hook or lay a hook down, so I have to like really kind of get an idea of what you're writing about.
Do you write the hook first? Because I normally will write the hook first and then base the verse around the hook.
Usually it would be like, Paolo, you'll like want a beat, so I'll sort of lay down some ideas, quick, throw something together. You'll get some idea going. I guess you feel kind of, I might be speaking for you here, but inspired by the beat to write, or just like
actually,
you seem to me like a storyteller. So it's just like whatever's going on, in your life is what you choose to write about, and then I have to be like, yeah, bro, I don't know what you're on about. So what are you saying? What's this about? And then you kind of explain to me what you're writing about, and then from that I'll try and write a hook, because whenever we work together it's always very much felt like it's for Paolo, and like we're writing your songs.
It's helped me so a lot, because it put me new techniques to write a song and collaborate with other kind of. I think is a cultural change,
It is, because the thing that you come from Italy, like you said, you just picked up and said, wow, I'm coming. And the fact that like you guys can work, because a lot of people can't, even if we're from the same culture, they can't work with the same people. So the fact that it's so diverse, you can still create music, that in itself, with a big language barrier, is just, that's irate.
It's really fun. I find it, just because like I've never done anything like that before, and sort of producing songs where you're dealing with a vocal purely based on the way it sounds and the phonetics, and like I'm not thinking about the lyrics, I'm just thinking about the way that it sounds, and then producing around that. It's a really, really interesting process.
What kind of genres do you do? Do you release your music on? Because you are like the magician, man. Every hand in all.
Thank you.
It is.
I always just say pop, because it's such an umbrella term, and I find it really hard to put what I do into a box. So I just say pop, I won't ever stop popping. I'm the pop boy.
What about you, Nate?
I don't know. At first I'd say new soul, but at this point, probably R&B. Generic, but yeah.
Okay. And you, Fran?
I experienced a lot of genres. I was kind of struggling to find my place, because I love music in general. There is no such genre that you can like. Because every genre can tell you something. But I don't know, I felt more at home with pop and electropop specifically. Okay. I like the electro sounds, and already I have a project with a producer, which is an electro pop producer. And I don't know, I feel at home with electro music,
Give me your kind of favorite artists that are out right now. I just want to throw that out. See?
It's a
Tricky
difficult
one.
question because there are so many.
There are so
Okay,
many.
give me your top. I always do this. This is what I'm doing on my little show. Give me your. I'm gonna say top 2, but give me your top 3 because there's so many.
Of like all time or just right now?
Current.
Currently.
Hey, I need to go through my Spotify. Mine literally goes blank when
I'm really into the Kid Cudi album from last year at the moment. Yeah, it's really cool.
Yeah.
I was like, I was such a like one of my favorite
That whole
albums.
thing where he did the dress thing the other day. Wore a dress, wasn't it him?
Yeah,
For was it for
I'm not sure, but I did see a photo, and yeah,
But he said he did it to commemorate someone. Who was it? I was reading about.
I can't remember. I should know that.
Kurt Cobain. I think it was Kurt Cobain.
It could well have
I
been.
think that's
Yeah,
what it was. That's why he did it.
Yeah.
Everyone was like, "Why is he wearing a dress?" But it's obviously it's art. Like,
yeah. No, that album's really cool. Like, one of my favorite albums of all time is the Kid See Ghost record that he did with Kanye a couple years ago. That's awesome. So, yeah, Kid Cudi's one of my favorites at the moment. Who else?
So you can give me 2 if you're strong.
Yeah.
I just listen to so much like random stuff. Like it's hard to pinpoint.
But if you could collaborate with someone right now currently in the scene, apart from Kid Cudi, who would you do?
That might be even harder. There's so many people. I mean, I would love to, like, not even to collaborate. I would just love to be in a studio session with Kanye. Just to see how that guy's brain works, like how he puts that music together. Because I mean, you know, everyone's got their opinion on Kanye and on his music as well. Like, I know a lot of people don't like it, but the thing I always say is it's like, regardless of whether you like his music or not, you kind of can't deny that it's incredible.
Kanye is a genius.
Exactly, you know, it's art, man. It's crazy. And I would love to see how that man puts stuff together.
Because he's got a documentary coming out, isn't it? You heard about it, the documentary he sold.
No.
Yeah. It's like
Was it like a mill or something?
you've done
The past
10 years of
20 years.
videos. Yeah.
Holy
Wow.
shit.
He sold them.
Netflix, was it?
No way. Oh my God.
He
That's
sold it for like a mill. Yeah.
Christ. That will be
I can't wait to see
I can't wait to see that. Because I feel like there's so little like footage of him even working like in the
Yeah.
studio as well. So like if there's a whole
He was.
There you go. Yeah.
You see?
Yeah.
He clocked. Yeah.
Yeah. Any videos you see of Kanye on the internet are just ridiculous, stupid shit.
What about you, Nate?
I'd say Tiana Major 9. I really like her
yeah.
music. Who else? I'm trying to come up with British people because I do listen to too much American music. I'd say Green Tea Peng. She's really good as well. I really like her music. Yeah, that's all I can think of right
What
now.
about you?
I would say for the same kind of genre, Ellie Goulding, but also The Weeknd. I love The Weeknd.
Oh, The Weeknd's great, yeah.
You, Paolo?
Their songs.
Yeah. Generally, I listen Italian rap.
Yeah.
And
Who's that guy you told me about? What's his name? And his album went. You told me about him, and his album went #1.
Okay, yeah, it was Sfere Basta.
Yeah.
Fare Basta.
Yeah, Sfere Basta is so famous in Italy, and I think also in Europe. And I saw his picture also in ICMP Global
Oh, is
Report.
it?
Yeah,
Oh, wow.
yeah, and I'm so happy for that because he's growing the Italian rap style into the world, and I think probably there will be a featuring with Drake.
Oh, wow.
I hope so. Yeah, I
That's
hope
the funny thing
so.
about Drake.
Because he has the Drake touch. Like anything he touches.
Yeah,
Yeah.
He
Yeah.
rarely does collabs with American artists.
Exactly.
Because he understands that different market. Like, he really likes the UK. So
Yeah.
I'm sure he studied business as well.
Definitely had to.
So, yeah.
It's Link Up Behind Bars. Have you seen it? Was it the Link Up Behind Bars he did?
What, freestyle?
Yeah. He's,
That written freestyle was not a freestyle.
I think it's really exciting that like it feels like a lot of European music. I mean, specifically Spanish music, I feel, but it's getting like a lot more exposure globally, which is really exciting.
Did you hear about that? Was we in uni when did I hear this? How artists are now recording their songs in Spanish.
Yeah.
Isn't it?
Rather than them having to sing in English.
Yeah. Well, because Billie Eilish just did a tune with Rosalia. That she sings on it in Spanish, and it's like, you know, that's a whole new thing.
I'm happy about that. I mean, English is the language which connects everyone, but at the same time, for example, Spanish is a very good, important language as well. So yeah, it's like a new environment, new language.
I think worldwide, so every language is growing now.
Yeah.
So now that I think the audience listen more the flow, the rhythmic, the rhythm, and they love that, because I think, if you listen a playlist, so you are not focusing on the concept, the lyrics. It's just music.
And that's what it is. I think I said this on my last podcast, that this generation, like, I don't know how, I'm 30 years old. I know I look.
Me too, don't worry.
Yeah, we're 30.
Don't worry.
But back in our days, it was all about content. Bars that used to hear, oh, this is hard, but I think now it's like, it's what sounds good. Like what sounds good to the ear. Like, oh, there could be like a nice, like the flow could be like jumpy, or and you'll hum it. I can sit with my son, he'd be singing something, I'm thinking, how do you know these songs? But it's just what sounds good. What kind of, obviously you're listening to Spotify, what kind of apps do you guys use to stream your music? Because you mentioned playlists. So what do you prefer? Like, do you go to Spotify, Tidal? And I want to talk about the pay difference. How do you feel about that, about Spotify and the pay for music streaming of artists?
I'm a Spotify user.
Me too.
Unashamedly, to be honest, I really I do like Spotify, and there are a lot of people who've kind of, hated on me a bit for that, especially like older people in the industry that I know that are like, you do what? You listen to Spotify? You do what?
What do they tend to normally use that?
I'm talking people who are like 50 and older in the industry who are still like, you need to buy things, but it just doesn't happen anymore. It just, unless, I know obviously like people do buy vinyls. I can't afford that shit. Joking me?
Yeah.
It's not. It's not like how it used to be back in the day. I think I've got some vinyl presses if you want no stuff done now. To hook you up.
That could be very cool. Noted. Yeah. I think with the way that Spotify operates and the way it pays, it could just be structured slightly differently. Which I hope will happen. I don't think it's out of the question.
I think it will happen.
I think it could happen. I think, even in the last couple of days, I've seen, there's a lot of big artists who are signing a document that's going to the government to try and get them to to restructure how streaming works.
Yeah.
So hopefully, I hope something will change, and then I won't be hated on for using Spotify. Yeah.
Spotify's good because it's got the analytics. Like, as a music manager, I like to use it and like, cool, where is the target? Where are the people listening? Do you know, that can people get down deep? And also the Spotify for Artists app, I think that's really good for artists as well. Because again, it's got like the analytics, your top countries, what are listening to your songs, etc. How many plays? Does any of you use anything else in Spotify? Do you use any Vary?
I use SoundCloud.
SoundCloud?
Yeah,
okay.
I liked it.
You like SoundCloud?
Yeah, for SoundCloud, I just use that for mixes. So I like it when people like make a mix, but I don't really use SoundCloud like that anymore. Sometimes YouTube, but
I do use YouTube to be fair.
YouTube a lot.
Yeah, but
when YouTube first came out with the YouTube music, I used the free trial, and it was alright. It wasn't Spotify. So
I think it's still the big one. I mean, YouTube.
It's the number one streaming.
Yeah,
it is.
Yeah, so okay, that's good. So do you use playlists? So how do you source your music, like A&R, and hear your music? Do you use the playlist? Do you just type in? Do you follow people on Instagram, Twitter, social media? Is it like, oh, have you heard this one song? Like word of mouth? What is your kind of, go-to?
For me, sometimes I can't lie, I've been addicted to TikTok. So sometimes if I hear a tune, I'm just like, let me see what the song is. But I can't lie, I'm a bit lazy, so I just use the Spotify daily mixes.
Yeah.
Unless like I'm really specifically wanting to listen to something, then I go and search it for myself. Or if like one of my favorite artists have released an album, I listen to the album. But it takes me a while to like properly marinate an album. I can't just listen to it straight up and be like, oh yeah, that's good. I need to like proper listen to it. But yeah.
Maybe you need really like this artist to do it.
Yeah.
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 Are there exceptions? Is there ever an album that you listen to and you just straight away like, yeah? Because I get what you mean, but I feel like sometimes I'm like, yeah, no, that's really good.
Yeah.
I can't lie. I have a special place in my heart for Beyonce and everything she drops. She never misses. Yeah. But I can't lie. I just didn't like the album, the Everything Is Love album. I did like it, but I just want to hear you, Beyonce. I don't want to hear Jay-Z.
You're trying to follow Lemonade, though, was always going to be hard. It's always going to be hard.
After Lemonade, you can't beat that. But yeah, I just want her to drop just at least one more album with just her, like, not all these features. But yeah. Yeah.
Okay. As an emerging artist that are coming up, like, what's your most important thing now? Like, how can I put this? Not the most important thing, I don't think to say. But like, yeah, how I'm just gone blank. How important do you think it is to like work in the pandemic and stuff? And do you feel rushed that you've got to put out music? Do you feel like there's a lot of pressure, like, oh, everyone's dropping shit, like I haven't dropped nothing? Like, do you feel like there's like a stigma, like, why are you not dropping shit? Like, you're gonna miss my chance. Like, do you feel like that's how it is?
I feel like,
how do you manage it?
I feel like it could be very easy to feel that pressure.
Yeah.
I feel I've managed to kind of avoid feeling it. I felt myself, going there and being like, people are releasing. But to be honest, like, I did make a lot of music. There were periods in the lockdown where I made a lot of music, and there were periods where I made none at all. Yeah. Because it got to a point where it was just like nothing's happening in my life. There's no inspiration. There's no,
I totally agree.
I draw as writers. It's like drawing from things that are happening to you and experiences you have. And also, it got to a point in the lockdown, like last summer, where, as well as the coronavirus, like the world was just a horrible place. There was all this other horrible shit going on. And it was actually just quite sad. And it was like, that was quite hard to be inspired by that. Yeah. So, but no, I think a lot of people have done really well, like, and released a lot of music. Like Taylor Swift released 2 albums that were written and recorded in lockdown. Like, damn, fair play.
She's like the number one on the ICMP report as well. So
yeah.
Maybe when you have a team around you, it's easier.
Yeah, it's easier.
About Taylor Swift, but I mean, yes, difficult. I agree with Finn, because how can you write if you can't see faces? You can meet people. I mean, also because if you want to be a good writer, my personal opinion, you can't just write something about yourself all the time. You need to meet people with their stories. And once I literally asked people that I didn't know about their life, because I wanted to write something related to it. And someone just thought that I was crazy. Someone really appreciated it. But I mean, an artist needs to go deeply inside. Wherever the song will be, I think it should be the right process.
Definitely.
That's so interesting that you say about writing about other people, because I'm terrible at that. I think I'm a bit of a narcissist as a writer. Like, I kind of have to. I can only write about things that have affected me personally, or like made me feel something. I guess, if there was an exception where someone else's story like really, really affected me, I suppose there have been situations. But like trying to put someone else's story into a song, I've tried, and I just can't get it to work.
Maybe your life can be the same as another.
Yeah, that's true.
So it's not less important than.
Yeah. Yeah.
Any other thoughts? What about you, Carlo?
So I've started the lockdown thinking, okay, now I have to release something. Yeah. So I was under pressure, But I don't know. After that period, I started to think, no, but that's easy. So I can wait, wait, and so now I'm busy with other stuff, and I'm living easy, yeah. So no pressure.
So I know your mum was a music. She's in the industry, is it?
Yeah.
Like, I want to talk about your background, like how you all started. Like, so I know some people started in church, like and stuff like that. So I want to start with uni. How did you start? What age did you want to do? I always ask the same question.
The age, well, I've always wanted to do music because even from the start, like my parents used to say every time I was crying, they'll just put me in front of, the music TV channels and I'd shut up. So I just knew.
Yeah.
But I proper started getting into it when I was probably in primary school because we did like a musical theatre thing called Shadow Ball. And it was basically about, I was Billie Holiday. I still don't really know what the play was about. Yeah. All I know was baseball, black jazz singers. Yeah. That's what I remember. But after that, I got really into musical theatre, was doing part of different clubs. And I really just enjoyed performing, dancing, acting. I'm not a dancer. I enjoy dancing.
What I saw was that, literally. Have you seen her dance?
No.
No, listen, no, don't.
It's very beginner level, guys. Please.
I bet it's better than my dad dancing. Honestly.
But yeah, so I've always like really enjoyed performing. But I think around secondary school, I was like, I think I just want to sing. I don't really want to act and do all this palaver on the stage, like in front of everyone. I just want to sing. So I started properly like trying to write music and stuff. And yeah, I mean, so yeah, I don't have a really set age. I'd say 11, 12.
11, 12.
Yeah.
I sat into the church.
You started in church?
Yeah, when I came from gospel. And okay, a child can be sure about something when he's child, but I don't know. I always knew that when I sing, while I'm singing, I feel something, and I feel like at home. And but the specific moment that I understood that it was like during a competition, because my mom signed me for the competition. I didn't know that.
She just did it.
No, she's I didn't know that. So she just told me, okay, in 1 hour, because it was very close to our house, you need to do this competition. I was so angry that I went to the stage like with this face. Yeah, my mom from the smile. No. I sang, and I just won. I was angry, but I won.
Wow.
Oh, okay.
So I was like, maybe my mom was right. Maybe I should listen to her more. Yeah, but I feel I tried later to avoid this word because that is uncertain word. It's art, so you don't know. It's not like engineer and stuff, but you can avoid it and fight against it. It will always come back, always, all the time. What
about you, Finn?
It kind of started in pubs, really, for me.
But your mum I said she was in the industry.
My mum worked as a booking agent for a while when I was very young. But to be honest, like that wasn't for me. Like it was, my parents are both Irish, so that like music has been a massive part of my family since I was born. My parents sort of play music in pubs, like traditional music. So I used to like get taken to the pub in a baby carrier and just put under the table while they sat there till midnight just playing music. So it was kind of just like boring to me a bit, I guess, and. So the first music I started playing, I was like 5 or 6. I started playing like traditional music, and then I wanted to start playing guitar when I was like 7. And I think it was always like I always just loved music, and then when I was about 12 or 13, and I was writing songs. and it started feeling exciting in a weird way. And then I went to see, I was absolutely obsessed with Green Day. They were like my favorite. I was obsessed. I mean, it was all I listened to for like a couple of years when I was like 12. And my dad took me to see them at Emirates, at the Arsenal Stadium. And I remember very distinctly that being the moment where I was like, right, I want to do that. I want to be on stage, and that's what I want to do. And then from then, I've kind of known. Like, I guess I knew quite early. So, yeah.
You, Paolo?
I've started to write, poem, just write thoughts on the paper, and that's it. And then I moved to prosa in Italian is to rhymes.
Yeah.
And I don't know, was like a confusion period, because was full of inspiration. So I was in my adolescence. So, and then I was growing, and a lot of stuff, school, a lot, friends, drugs, blah blah. And so I started to rap, because actually my friend, my best friend is a rapper also. And he has started like a lot of time ago. And I was living that environment, and
What do you feel when you write? I mean, I think it's the same kind of thing that when we write, but do you think it's different for a rapper, or do you think it's the same? I mean, what you have inside, do you think, I don't know, I'm just curious, because I just wanted to ask you since a long time.
I think so. One thing that I recognize also with working with Finn, so I think the main change is that we, so the rapper, write simply. So it's like is there is not a lot of care about the perfection, the lyrics, but actually if it's more rude and raw, so for us it's something like more, it sounds good.
I think rap it's easier to write in songs, I think, because a lot of people rhyme on like syllables and stuff like that, whereas to actually write a good song, I think I'm not even a songwriter, but I would assume that I write raps.
I think, I mean, I don't want to speak out of turn here, but I think writing rap is somehow easier, because I feel like I've written some raps in my time. Don't get me wrong. I'm not a rapper, but back in the day, I was, and I thought I was great, but I wasn't. And it just felt like there was so much more space for you to kind of express, or like you could use more words. You could do more complicated rhyme structures that just made it easier. Plus, you're not really thinking about a melody, which is like a whole, other thing. But then, you could say that it's harder because you've got like a million times more words in a song. So I don't know. Yeah, that's my experience though.
Anybody else?
I'm not a rapper.
Yeah, rap.
No, but I mean, I really
like writing
would
songs,
like to try.
But when we did our song, you know, with that song, with the song what we got.
You were,
But like literally, we was talking on WhatsApp, and you was like, "This is the hook."
Yeah, Fran wrote the chorus, and I just sent the first verse in like 2 minutes.
And then she was just like, I was just like, "Wow, this is."
That's the best feeling, like when it just falls out of you in like 2 minutes.
Yeah.
And it's just like, that's it.
Honestly, I was like, thank God.
We was just like, oh,
I really wanted to do this song. I mean, the melody inspired me a lot. When I have, for example, my producer send me the tracks, and I'm like, oh my God, I love it. I need to write it right now. And Naomi was very quick as well. In I think one night
Yeah, it was
less.
done like that. And I was like, okay,
The-
we need
the
to
first-
Yeah, we
Yeah, the
finished the
first round-
structure in like one night. And we
One
just,
night,
fixed stuff.
and
after.
yeah,
Yeah. So
it's
you know-
coming soon. This
It's
song.
coming.
anyway.
Yeah.
Video is gonna be.
Yeah.
And she.
I can't wait to hear it.
She's singing in Italian and English.
Yeah, no.
You don't understand.
Her part, whoa.
What-
Her part gasses me up.
Literally, it is like.
I have no idea what she's saying, but it gasses me up.
It sounds so good. Are you excited for the live performances to be coming back?
Yeah.
Like, when you
God,
go to the
yes.
festival, like, are you gonna be doing open mic nights and stuff? Are you gonna jump in to do that to like build up confidence?
I might have to because I don't even think I remember how to perform anymore.
Oh, I know.
Sorry.
It's a worry, isn't it? It's been so long.
Literally.
Yeah.
No, for me, I need to find the right way, because actually, I'm rapping in Italian, and then so here is different. So it's
Maybe you could have like diverse nights. You know about Shubs.com. They have like diverse. Do you know about Shubs?
I don't think so.
Guys, were you on the Shubs has like one of the, like has all like the like raves, like open mic nights, like networking session, like Shubs.com. Like,
Oh, wow.
yeah, it's really good. They have like brunches. Yeah, you just book tickets. You can get like £5 tickets and stuff.
Right.
Yeah, so check it out for anything. But yeah, so maybe try looking at that. Actually, I might could signpost you with someone. Actually, there's a show coming out in Shoreditch. I'm gonna bring you all with me, so I'm gonna go. So I might just tell her to just put you on the stage. So yeah. So yeah, so you excited for the live shows? Any festivals? You going to live festivals? We got Wireless coming back. Glastonbury. That's online though, isn't it?
Yeah, Glastonbury's live streaming. I think,
That's
yeah.
the first one though. It's doing the second one in September.
Yeah, someone else said that to me the other day, but I haven't actually seen anything about that. But yeah, maybe that's happening. I don't know. I'm not planning to go to any festivals right now. I'd like to, but they all seem to sell out really fast.
Yeah.
Tried to get tickets for Park Life, or my sister was trying to get them, and yeah, they sold out in like 3 minutes. Whole festival.
Serious?
Yeah, it's crazy. It was really, really.
Yeah. I know they got the Rolling Loud on in Portugal.
What is that?
Yeah, because I might have to go. I wasn't trying to, but I see the lineup.
What's the lineup?
yeah,
The lineup is crazy. Have you seen the lineup?
yeah, for sure.
It's absolutely out of this world. And I think it's for a week, because it's last year's one and this year's one, so they're doing like a week thing.
Oh wow.
So that's gonna be kind of lit. So I might have to just jump on a little plane and go out there. So what's coming up next for you guys? What have you got coming out? What's coming up next?
Who wants to start?
Yeah, anyone got going?
Yeah.
You guys are moving shy, man.
I have this project with my producer.
What's his name? Shout him out, man.
Phrase.
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 Is he Italian?
Is Italian. I met him in 2018, and we kept this artistic relationship. It was hard at the beginning because, I mean, with distance and stuff, it's everything more slower. But no, yeah, there is a kind of a nice artistic
So
relationship.
is it like an EP, an album?
It's like, I don't want to say EP, but we are creating a lot of songs. Projects, yeah, and very nice songs. And regarding to your question before about the live, I really look forward to perform live in London because I never did it.
I think the experience, like, I recommend every single one of you to try and do it. Because the experience, and a lot of these A&Rs do not go to these live events, and you don't know who's in that room. So I would recommend, definitely. But yeah, it'd be good.
In Italy,
you kill it anyway, so you...
No, in Italy I had my band, but it's like a different environment. I never did in London, and it would be a dream for me, and I wanted to definitely do it. So, yeah.
About you, Nate?
For me, I'm just still writing stuff. I'm planning to release a couple singles this year because my family's putting pressure on me now.
What they saying?
Because the thing is, with me, I used to say, I'm a perfectionist. No, that was just delay.
Yeah.
So my family are hearing the stuff I make and they're just like, okay, so why is it just chilling on your laptop?
Why isn't that out?
So yeah, I'm just in the process of basically trying to record myself and just put it out.
So you record yourself?
Yeah, but it's very, again, beginner level.
With Finn. Beginner level. We need to do a session with Finn.
No, we should do
Yeah.
some stuff.
Now
That'd be
we're all
really
free.
cool.
Now we're
Yeah,
free.
we're
Yeah,
free,
literally,
thank God.
Free from the
Yeah.
assignments and the stress.
Yeah.
Literally.
Yeah. What about you?
So we are just working in studio. So I'm doing recording session and just trying to collaborate as more as possible, and that's it. So at the moment is like that. So I want to record a lot of songs.
So you're more like to build up your catalogue, and then when it comes, just gonna like boom, boom.
Yeah, and also I wanna shape better my sound,
So you're in like development kind of stages. What about you, Fenley?
Yeah, I mean that's kind no, it's cool, it's fine. That I've kind of been doing that for like 2 years, going on through. Well, by the time I next release the music, it will pretty much have been 3 years since I was really public with anything. I was releasing like a few years ago, and then just had to take some time out to just work out what I was going to do. So yeah, I've got big plans.
Yeah.
I won't give too much away.
Yeah.
but later this year it's all gonna kick off.
And also, you don't all play instruments. Do you play instruments?
Play instrument?
Play instrument.
No.
But you all three play instruments, don't you?
A little bit.
Again, beginner level on the guitar.
I've seen you play on Instagram.
I play, but I'm not a professional. I do it to accompany me while I'm singing.
You're the same.
Just to come up with something, yeah.
So did you self-teach? Was it like YouTube video?
Yeah. I bought a trial on Udemy.
Yeah.
I barely have finished that trial.
Yeah.
When I bought my guitar, they gave me 3 months free subscription, so I was using that. It was on Fender, so that one really helped.
Yeah.
But yeah, I've just online, just been self-teaching myself.
Okay. That's good. What about you? Because you online, obviously, you just...
My mama teaches me.
Because she
Yeah, because my family as well, we are almost all of us into music field.
So I call us music babies. You're the ones that are born in it. That's we're music babies. You know, like there's like generations that are like the whole. As I said, the music baby crew.
I would recommend parents to buy a guitar for their kids. Yeah, because it's music is music. There is no competitor.
It's going to go on forever. I said this last time. It's going to go on forever and ever. Like literally generations to come. But you play guitar and piano, right?
Yeah, and then a kind of a smattering of traditional instruments as well. Yeah.
Someone told me you play everything.
He is an architect, so it's fantastic, the recording session. So
that's good. Now, Paolo, you got something to give us, haven't you? You got a little freestyle.
Yes.
You ready?
For sure. So I'm not used to do freestyle, but I prepare something so I can try.
All right, let's go. You ready?
Yeah. Okay. Film production. Yeah. Okay, from Italy. Yo, T.u.v.e.y. Udina to London, Udina to London. Mi sento sul pezzo fino a quando non trovo le parole, ok. Purtroppo il silenzio è l'unico mio trasmettitore, ok. Perdo la fiducia sulle persone, scrivo solo la notte, studio tutta la notte, sento di starti sul cazzo, ma sono in vantaggio, anche se sono scomparso, ho sempre un messaggio, e vai tranquillo che spacco. Ma tieni a mente che la mia mente si confonde mentre la mia mano trema sotto pressione sempre. Ok, ho un'ossessione sempre. Va bene sì, per la paranoia, sì, per la paranoia, sì, ma tu spacci ansia, ok, come cura per l'ansia, sì, questo non va bene, boy, ho ritrovato la speranza standone lontano, poi ho anche stretto con i fratelli più veri, sì, ora rispetto i doveri, sì, ora la mia vita è meglio di ieri. Ma cosa pensi? Non ho zeri nel conto corrente, ma voglio metterti al corrente che ho solo me ho solo messo me stesso prima di tutto il resto. Ho solo messo me stesso prima di tutto il resto. Wow. Thank you.
That was wavy.
Yeah.
That sounds
Wow.
sick.
Isn't it crazy just listening and you just hit just the sound?
Yeah.
Not understanding the words.
Up his flow. I can
Yeah.
hear.
Yeah.
Everyone shout your socials. Where can people find you?
What? So I'm T.u.v.e.y.
What about you, Finn? Leave you Finn.
Just-
Yeah.
No, it's cool. It's
Thank you
fine.
very much, Finn.
Yeah.
So for the beat,
Oh, no problem.
yeah. Finn production, absolutely. Yeah. Finn Doherty.
Yeah, and it's just at Finn Doherty anywhere and everywhere,
Yeah.
pretty much.
At Naomi Frimps, NaomiFrimps.
Aria Music in Instagram. Yeah.
Spill it out because it might not.
Yeah,
I
ARIA Music.
Yeah, music. And you know, you can follow the BelleWether Uncut, which is BelleWether_Uncut. BelleWether Arts, follow my management company. Well, at least follow me. Let's follow them too. And yeah, that's it. We're going to see you next time. And yeah, thanks for locking in.
Thank you so much for having us, Jeanette.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah.
Do another part 2 though, you know?
Yeah.
And I'm
really up for that.
Everyone's doing live performances, so
Next time.
maybe we can do our song. You can do your song.
Ooh.
Yeah.
That'd be great.
All right.
Yeah.
Thanks, guys.